Primates may look cute and intelligent, but don't be fooled. Behind those expressive eyes and playful antics lies raw strength, sharp instincts, and sometimes, deadly aggression. From venomous bites to bone-crushing strength, these are the top 10 most dangerous primates on the planet. Let's dive into the wild side of our closest animal relative. Number 9. Gelada is one of the world's more visually unique monkeys. With a flowing mane of hair like that of a lion and the bright red, hourglass markings on their broad chests, geladas have a stately yet beast-like appearance. Add their gleaming red eyes and enormous canines to the mix, and you have one of the more intimidating-looking monkeys on the planet. Natives of the Ethiopian highlands, gelada monkeys' teeth do not seem suited to their diet. With those massive canines, one would assume the gelada to be a carnivore. However, they prefer to eat grasses and other vegetation. If it felt inclined, the gelada could certainly do some physical damage to a person. They are strong, fast, and have powerful bites. Number 8. Anyone who has watched Night at the Museum knows that capuchin monkeys can be a handful. However, despite the movie being a fantasy, the characteristics of the lead monkey are nevertheless extremely accurate. Capuchins are known for their cunning strategy, especially when it comes to handling those who are aggravating them. Add to this their extreme territoriality, and the aggression they can show to intruders is something to behold. Biting, scratching, and attempted maiming are not uncommon. This is why capuchins are not recommended as pet animals. Despite their miniature stature, pet capuchin monkeys have a tendency to turn on their owners. When they reach sexual maturity at around 5 years old, they can become extremely destructive and dangerous to those trying to domesticate them. Number 7. The slow loris is without question the cutest monkey on this list. With massive eyes and an extremely small, fuzzy body, most would want nothing more than to cuddle these little guys for hours, which would be a mistake. Although slow lorises are extremely cute and generally affable, they carry one of the most dangerous bites in the entire animal kingdom. Slow lorises are the only primates to have a bite that can be considered poisonous. According to the Smithsonian, the bite from a slow loris is powerful enough to rot and melt away flesh. Like a jellyfish sting, a slow loris bite can also cause anaphylactic shock. If not treated with immediacy, the bite of a slow loris, which is strong enough to pierce through bone, is going to kill you, and gruesomely. It is for this reason that it can be considered the most dangerous monkey in the world. Number 6. A common sight on temple grounds and busy street corners in Asia, the macaque is a small monkey that inhabits some of the most densely populated places on the planet. This includes nations like Thailand, India, Vietnam, and even states like Florida, where they are considered to be an invasive species. As a result of this closeness, macaques have no great fear of people, which can lead to issues. Though not aggressive by nature, the macaque will use its considerable strength and sharp teeth to defend against threats. When a macaque is cornered, they will lash out, biting, tearing, and scratching their perceived attacker. These monkeys can leave lasting damage in more ways than one. According to the Washington Post, Florida's rhesus macaque population are known harbingers of a fatal strain of herpes. This means that should a Floridian or other resident get in a scuffle and end up scratched or bitten, they could become infected with herpes and become seriously ill or die as a result. So, while not as temperamental like some other monkeys, the potential damage a rhesus macaque can cause is right up there. Number 5. Though they like to keep to their own hordes, mandrills are not above defending themselves. However, this is extremely rare behavior because they will only act aggressively when threatened. Still, their looks are enough to make any reasonable person think twice before engaging with the largest monkey on Earth. Known for their colorful facial complexion, mandrills are natives of Africa and are recognizable for their unique bare bottoms. They tend to weigh upwards of 120 pounds, all of which is compact muscle. Bearing this in mind, a mandrill is certainly capable of taking on a fully grown human and tearing them to shreds if the occasion calls for it. They will defend their territory against other animals with a ferocity that is unmatched by any other monkey. And seeing as they tend to live in hordes numbering up to 1,000, you could be in deep trouble if more than one decides your actions are threatening. Number 4. Orangutans are majestic yet formidable giants of the forest. Often celebrated for their intelligence and gentle demeanor, orangutans possess a hidden power that demands respect. While these great apes are generally solitary and peaceful, their massive strength should not be underestimated. In the wild, orangutans rely on their powerful arms to navigate the canopy, but this same strength can turn perilous if they feel threatened or cornered. Human interference, habitat destruction, and captivity can trigger stress responses in these creatures, sometimes leading to aggressive behavior. Although encounters with aggressive orangutans are rare, their potential for danger becomes evident when their space is invaded or when survival is at stake. Number 3. There are several different types of baboon species, and all of them have the potential to kill humans. All you need to do is observe their size, speed, and strength. While baboons are not likely to simply attack humans, they will retaliate aggressively if caught off guard or if you make seemingly threatening gestures. However, the attack is likely not to be anything more than a defensive swipe and some low howling. Where baboons do pose a threat, particularly in Africa, are to crops and livestock. As they are mainly grass eaters, baboons will routinely attempt to eat the wheat and barley crops of farmers. They are also known to kill and eat sheep on occasion. However, baboons are, overall, rather tame and timid around people. You just need to watch out because if you cross one, you're in trouble. Number 2. We share up to 98% of our DNA with chimpanzees, making them our closest living relative. They can reach up to 5.5 feet and weigh 130 pounds and are therefore similar in size to many humans. Chimpanzees are also highly intelligent, but they are increasingly coming into conflict with human populations where their habitats are being threatened. Nowhere is this more obvious than in Uganda, where there have been several horrifying reports of chimp attacks, especially on children. Groups of chimps have snatched infants from villages and killed them. Sadly, these are not isolated incidents. Reports indicate that more than 10 children aged between 1 and 5 years have been killed by chimps in Kagadi, Uganda, and over 20 have been critically injured. Number 1. Despite their portrayal in movies as fearsome adversaries, gorillas are generally peaceful creatures. They will, however, react defensively if they feel threatened, and because they are so large and powerful, this can result in a dangerous situation for humans. Gorillas are around 20 times stronger than a human and can lift 1,800 pounds. There have been rare reports of gorillas attacking and even killing humans, but most gorilla violence is directed at other gorillas. There were only 3 recorded incidents of gorillas attacking people in the wild prior to 2000. The picture for captive gorillas is similar, but there is some evidence that they become more aggressive when visitor numbers to zoos increase, indicating that stress plays a part.